It is that time for my response to a tweet. And to do today's tweet, it says, they must really be desperate making or looking at Donald Trump's taxes as an issue. They must really be desperate making Donald Trump's taxes an issue. Wow. When I seen this tweet, it's just like all my other tweets, they're very, very interesting. And if you're not familiar, Mitt Romney has come out and he has spoken and he says that there is a bombshell hidden in Donald Trump's taxes, potentially. Why else would he not release them more than a year? Ted Cruz supporters, today I have your back. I believe fair is fair. And this is very, very interesting. But here's my response. Now let me get this right. It's obvious this must be a Trump supporter. Trust me, there are a few of them out there. And they troll and they troll and they troll. But anyway, so let me get this right. Donald Trump's taxes should not be an issue. It's a sign that we're desperate. If I got this correct. That means we're just looking for something to get on Donald Trump about. Let me tell you like this. Donald Trump, he did something that he thought he was... It's interesting. And I'm bringing Ted Cruz into this because this is where I need to find out what's going on. They got Donald Trump talking about Ted Cruz's citizenship. 1 minute he was fine. Ted Cruz's citizenship was not an issue. Then all of a sudden, Donald Trump started getting beat by Ted Cruz and started getting ganged on. And Ted Cruz immediately became the pariah like Ben Carson did when he ganged on him. And like Marco Rubio is becoming now that Marco Rubio's ganging on him. But I want to stick to Ted Cruz on this one. When Ted Cruz started gaining on Donald Trump, threatening his whatever, Donald Trump came out saying this. And I'm paraphrasing, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Well, you know, people are talking and, you know, they're bringing up questions. You know, good people I know, people high up, you know, scholars are bringing up this question about his citizenship. I'm not necessarily saying anything, but I think Ted Cruz should just come out and he went out as far as dropping out the race because of the potential brouhaha, or he should bring out his citizenship, bring his birth certificate, whatever he should do to put to rest the people that are talking. I'm not really saying anything. I'm just telling you people are talking. And this was Donald Trump's advice to Ted Cruz. Just because people in his circle are bringing up Ted Cruz's citizenship, it should be cause for him to drop out the race to protect the American citizens, to protect us winning in November, to protect us against the Democrats, because if they're talking about it, the Democrats might sue him and bring a lawsuit. Right now, the only person that sued him was him, but, you know, yet I digress. So, and then, you know, this is for the betterment of the country. Ted, take the bullet for the country, because they're questioning your citizenship. So this is what Donald Trump said. So the question that I have to you, being desperate guy, saying we're desperate, are we going to have the kind of commander-in-chief in Donald Trump to where he can dish it out, but when it's time for his come around? Because now it's your come around, Donald. Let's use the parameters that you set. Because you're going to make America great again, right? Everybody should listen to you. The reason why America is in shambles is because you were the one that said we shouldn't go into the Iraq war. You are the one that said that we should bomb the heck out of ISIS, and we're not doing what you said. So the problem I got to know, now that it's your come around, are you going to be just like Barack Obama and be able to dish it out but can't take it? Or when it comes to what you said, it doesn't apply to you? Because based on what you said, Donald, here's the deal. People are talking about your taxes. We don't know if they're saying anything good or bad or anything, but it's an issue now that people are bringing up. So the question that I'm asking you, Donald, now that based on what you said to Ted Cruz, and I hope this makes it into a campaign ad, and I'll go, yeah, Phil, they're listening. Now that you said and set the parameters based on Ted Cruz having questions about his citizenship, are you prepared to release your tax reforms? Because now there's people having questions about your taxes. Are you going to drop out the race so that the Democrats don't have any talking points? Or, I mean, are you going to do what you said to Ted Cruz now that it's your come around? See, here's the difference, Donald. Ted Cruz's stuff was out there. People checked Ted Cruz's stuff. They looked at it. They looked at his stuff. They said he's a citizen. Everybody, Mark Levin, everybody said he's a citizen. Non-issue. So is it safe to your supporter and Mr. Tat, in my response, that you're desperate because they brought up this thing and so you're nitpicking? Is it possibly that you're desperate because there's something there? See, Mitt Romney said there's a bombshell potentially there. Isn't that what you said about Ted Cruz? There's a bombshell there. If the Democrats just choose to sue him, we'll lose America. Isn't that what you said? Now that it's your come around, can we hold you accountable for what you said? You're supposed to be the commander-in-chief. That means you're practicing now, setting the parameters that's going to help make America great again. Now that people are questioning your taxes, are you going to release them? Are you going to let us see that there's nothing there? Are you going to let economists look at your taxes? Or are you going to be just like Barack Obama and use the IRS to protect you? Are you going to let constitutional economists or whatever they may be, whatever position they hold, are you going to let them look at your taxes and tell the American people there's nothing there? This is the parameter you set, sir. I think this is something that Ted Cruz needs to demand. I think, just like you, wanted people, before they go into the ballot box, to consider these potential bombshells with Ted Cruz's citizenship. Don't you think that people, before they go to the ballot box, should consider your potential pitfalls in your taxes? I mean, Mitt Romney's got a point. I mean, what is there to hide? See, it doesn't take long. I hear your response. Hey, it's complicated. I'll get to it when I want to get to it. No, you sound like Nancy Pelosi to me. First, we got to pass you in order to see what's in it. But then it's too late, just like Obamacare. So, Mr. Trump, I'm asking, I mean, now that it's your come around, are you going to be the hypocrite in chief? Or are you going to make America great again to where we don't have any hypocrites in the White House? Man, if I was Ted Cruz, man, I would feel just like how Ben Carson feels. It's Ted Cruz. Come on, man. I mean, your taxes, his citizenship, what's the difference? You're the one setting the bar. You're the one leading our party. You're the one. Right now you're sounding like Democrats and liberals and Obama. Are you asking Hillary right now for advice to erase your server so that we don't see? I mean, what is it going to take, Donald, for us to see what's behind you? I don't know. Now that it's your come around, what am I supposed to do, Donald? Hey, that's my response to a tweet on the Phil Williams Show.